So the parade of the teams, always one of the spectacular moments for fans here, and around about 66,000 people, the lucky ones who got the tickets, packed in here to Croke Park for this showpiece occasion. At least we hope it will be. Pictures going all over the globe today, as always. We've been asked to say hello to some of these people who are watching, like Martin Riley and Philly Ginty and all the gang in the John Boyle, Holyoke, Massachusetts in the US. I believe Frank Stockwell, the former Galway star, is in the Mater Dei hospital. He's recovering. Concerned workers are watching these pictures in Asia and in Africa. Meath people on pilgrimage in Lourdes once again. Hi to you. We're to say hello also to people watching in San Francisco, the Young Irelanders GA Club watching out there. Then there's Kay and Jim Burke watching this in London. Former selector Jim Fleming is watching this in the Blackrock Clinic much nearer home. Sister Maura Staunton is watching it in Johannesburg. And I've also asked to say hello to the Meath supporters watching in Grumbles in Sudbury, Ontario. And people watching in Australia, they include Con Connolly and Eamon Doyle, and also the very Reverend Bishop Miles McKeown, who's watching in Bunbury. Hello to you all. Some people unlucky enough to be unable to get here because they're in various hospitals, and John Maughan asked me to mention his uncle Paddy, who's watching in the Blackrock Clinic, and Paddy Dixon, who was centre half back in 1949 for me from Believer. He's at hospital in Navan. So as we've heard, just the minimum of changes been made by the team managers and their selectors in the lead up to this. That toss was most interesting because I think Mayo might well have opted to play with the wind had they won the toss in the first half, just to settle themselves down. But as we heard our panel say, they've got to get those vital scores on the board in the opening 10, 15, 20 minutes to ensure a major boost of confidence. The huge giant screen up there behind these fans on Hill 16, part of the great entertainment here now. Fans enjoy looking back at clips of the game as we go along, and it really is a wonderful setting here on this last Sunday in September, which of course was traditionally All-Ireland football final day in the past. Proud moment as always for the two team captains, Tommy Dowd leading the men from Meath and Noel Kennelly from Hollymount in County Mayo leading his charges. And both sides observing decorum and going the scenic route around Croke Park here. Sean Boylan, who's been 14 years in charge of the Meath senior footballers, and he's happy, I know, to have physio Anne Burton back recovered and by the dugout once again, although today taking over the physiotherapy duties will be Janie Brady. So as the saying goes, the backs go back, the forwards go forward, and now we are just minutes away from the start of the replayed 1996 All-Ireland football final. And joining me for commentary this afternoon, the Cavan manager, ex-Donegal star Martin McHugh. It's a terrific atmosphere.
It's a great atmosphere, Jared. The one that's going to have a big bearing on it, I think that Mayo will have to settle very quickly. We're going to see probably Colin Brady now will play out the field from corner forward, and Meath will play with three men around the middle of the field. But it'll be important to Mayo to settle quickly. It was interesting when Meath came out onto the field. They kicked actually into the Hill goals, and I thought they would actually play that way if they won the toss, but they didn't.
Well, now we're about to have a minute's silence, so that is for the late Phil Markey, who's the former chairman of the Dublin County Board, and also Raymond Lennon, the brother of Enda, Galway minor hurling panel member, who tragically died during the past week. Our sympathies to both families, to the Lennon family and to the Markey family from Dublin as well.
Agus an ish a chuirte a rán na bhíon.
Agus an ish on Sluig Shasavlahaig or on Meath. It's a terrific setting here at Croke Park. 65,000-66,000 people waiting for the start. And as you know, just one changes in each of the teams. Mayo, their change. Anthony Finnerty at 34 years of age, making another All-Ireland final appearance in place of David Nestor. So that's their formation. And just one change as well on the Meath side. They include Colin Brady in their opening formation, listed at number 13, but we'll expect him to play as a third midfielder, although of course he could also play in the half-forward line. Evan Kelly, the luckless one who steps down to the substitutes dugout. This is the trophy, the new Sam Maguire Cup. Meath won the last one in 1988. Who'll take home this one in 1996? Pat McEnany takes charge, still plays his football with the Corduff club in Monaghan. So away we go. A huge leap in the air by Jimmy McGuinness straight away. Remember, it's Meath who play into the very strong breeze in the first half. Anthony Finnerty and Ray Dempsey have changed wings straight away. All of the players, bar Tommy Dowd incidentally, wearing gloves. Noel Connelly in towards Casey. First high ball that drops in there, and again it favours Darren Fay. McDermott, leg pulled it seemed. Yes, it is going to be a free kick. The last match just produced 32 frees, the lowest tally since the 1981 final. And this is the man who brought this replay all about, Colm Coyle. And you can see that they're attempting to play the ball into the wind low at least. James Nowlan starting out here on the left-hand side, policing Trevor Giles initially. Deep ball for Finnerty. Mark O'Reilly there in to make the challenge. James Horan, score of 3 successful points in the first half 2 weeks ago. But out of luck here. As before, it's Horan and Sheridan who have switched wings. And likewise, Mortimer and Flanagan in the cornerback positions. Nothing particularly strange there. That happened as well in the original time. Conor Martin's kick out held back by the breeze, and Liam McHale in there to challenge, but it's John McDermott who touches it back down to his own defence. Martin O'Connell trying to open up the play. Brendan Riley never really favoured with that particular ball. Instead it's taken by Maurice Sheridan. Produced an awful lot of good work in the first match. This is James Horan, and that's going to be a sideline ball for Mayo.
Keep inside the line.
Colin Brady has started to roam around quite a bit, but really he is a third midfielder. And Kenneth Mortimer has moved into that particular section as well. Again, rather an aimless ball forward. And the very alert defenders are there. Martin O'Connell on this occasion. Brady's shot partially blocked by the aforementioned Kenneth Mortimer. And Meath, it started well, with McDermott now coming forward. Chased by Noel Connelly. Oh, and the wind really took that one horribly. Good work by John McDermott. He did everything well except put it over the bar. So the very quick kick out is taken as far as Colin McMenamin. Again, aimless flawlessly kicking that ball downfield from his own half-back line. A less than assured start, really.
Yeah, well, I think that Meath or Mayo are trying to get good ball into the full forward and escaping off the ground. It has to be very, very precise ball in if they're going to full forward line are going to win it, and the ball in is bad so far.
Pat Holmes just holding on to it. Strung around. The referee says free kick. Maurice Sheridan gets an extra 13 metres as the Meath player didn't retreat quickly enough. It's advantage Meath in the opening 3 minutes and 46 seconds. A huge one dropping in, but dropping to the left this time. Meath have opted to have James Nallen follow Colin Brady around the place. Liam McHale and Jimmy McGuinness were just exchanging some early Christmas greetings in the middle of the field as play continues. Holmes dragged down. And the referee speaking over there to Paddy Reynolds, who really wants to up his game from 2 weeks back. That's the man so much talk has been about. Liam McHale being marked by Jimmy McGuinness. It's curious that Kenneth Mortimer's been taken off Colin Brady. He's gone back on Tommy Dowd on the 40-metre line. So Nallen given the role of coming into the middle. Here's Maurice Sheridan. Difficult one for a right-footed kicker. Dropped in, and McDermott drops it down, but there's a waiting Meath back there to help him. And the tension early on, overflowing. My goodness. It really is ridiculous. Well, they all got involved. And some of them are still involved just to the right of picture. Started in front of goal, and that was the sequel. And that's John Casey down there, having chipped a knock to the face.
Well, I think that the referee is going to have to take some action there. That was disgraceful scenes. Nearly every player in the pitch was fighting. And in All-Ireland final, we don't need them scenes. And I think we see the referee and the two linesmen now talking about it. They're going to have to take action with some people off. There was a lot of fisticuffs thrown there, and they're going to have to take action and take it early now. What happens in a case like that, Gerard, is that managers say if there's trouble in the field, everybody in and everybody support each other. And that's where that came from.
The referee is still in consultation with his two linesmen and also an umpire. But how do you decide where all of that started? And whether what happened immediately after that was more serious? This is the free kick which dropped in off the boot of Maurice Sheridan, dropped down by McDermott. A little bit of fisticuff starting up, and the number 15 Ray Dempsey was certainly pushing his weight around. The Meath players took exception to that, and it developed from there. And there was Liam McHale jumping in wildly. The referee is speaking to Colm Coyle. He's also calling in Liam McHale. But it really is impossible to pinpoint where all of that got to. And they're both being sent off, it seems. Oh, sensation of sensations here. Only about 7.5 minutes gone. About 6.5 minutes of action. The replay, you remember in 88, saw Meath down to 14 players, but this time both sides are down to 14 in the very early stages of the final. Well, who's that going to affect? Surely McHale is a huge loss.
Yeah, it's a big loss to Mayo. It's going to be, well, maybe the rest of the lads left it, but he had to take some kind of action. That was terrible scenes we've seen in front of the goals, and he had to take action.
I was about to say, as in the hurling final, the next guy who steps out of line, watch it. But the referee didn't even wait that long. This is McDermott taking it back there from Enda McManus. Well, now both sides will have to reconstruct their teams fairly quickly. This is Colin McMenamin, the centre-half forward who plays everywhere and anywhere, bar centre-half forward it seems. Maurice Sheridan, nicely on for Kenneth Mortimer, avoided an elbow. James Nellen. Good ball down towards Finnerty, but he couldn't take it. Greasy surface didn't help. This is McGuinness. Again, it's Kenneth Mortimer who did well to fist that ball away from the incoming Brendan Riley. Tommy Dowd went up down to take that ball off. The referee says no free. This time he has whistled. There's a lot of aggression being demonstrated out there. This time Kevin Cahill being called aside. And also going in there is Graham Geraghty. Some more names in the book. Now, does the referee decide that was worse than what happened earlier or less serious? It's just a booking, I think. At least Graham Geraghty would like to think so. It ends with a handshake. And we've got news from the sideline from a reporter over there who is Marty Morrissey.
Yes, Ger, just to tell you that Pat Fallon has been told to warm up along the sideline, which means that tactically Mayo may be changing their plans in the absence of Liam McHale. So do expect Pat Fallon to be coming in and a change in the attack.
Yeah, that would make sense, of course, as partner for David Brady. Right now they're operating on one engine in midfield as we watch James Horan press forward. An All-Ireland final which still hasn't a score, but now amend that. As in the first tie, James Horan gets the first point. And it's Mayo 1, Meath no score.
Now that was a great score by James Horan. He won the ball well, as he done in the first game. He took his score very well, his right foot cut inside.
Back into the action again. And this time it's James Nellen from Crossmolina earning the free in for Mayo. And just approaching 11 minutes gone in the first half. And with the strength of the breeze, you feel that the team playing with it, which is Mayo, will have to have about 6 points up by half-time to give them the confidence facing into the second 35 minutes. Trevor Giles been told, back you come, 30 metres. One player I think who's really worked up for this particular tie is John Casey, full forward from Mayo. He wants to make amends for what happened here in the drawn match. Sheridan kicking. Good result. His first pointed free. Well, he was telling me that he kicks in training around about 500 frees a week. It pays off. But again, the referee is down here, concerned, I think, about an injury to Mark O'Reilly. Seems to be to the eye. His doctor is Jack Finn. Sean Boylan there as well. So a really explosive start to this All-Ireland final replay. If you were in John Mahon's boots at this stage without Liam McHale, how would you reconstruct your team?
I think he might need Pat Fallon on. He needs a big midfielder because Meath, as we know, have two very big, strong midfielders. So he needs a midfielder there to contest the ball, especially playing with that breeze, to actually maybe knock the ball back down the kick-outs. Conor Martin. The game has to settle down. Both teams should settle down now and start playing a bit of football, you know, and forget about argy-bargy.
Conor Martin, who was absolutely blameless for Mayo's goal, which was just the second conceded in 5 championship matches this season. Again, not getting tremendous length into it, and it's fisted back down there by David Brady. Martin O'Connell goes for it, so too O'Reilly. And the 19-year-old coming clear with this, or attempting to do so, supported by Paddy Reynolds. Boots McGuinness into the centre of the field towards Colin Brady. Just for a moment you feel that Mayo are playing with one midfielder, whereas Meath have 3. Trevor Giles can be so influential. This is Kevin Cahill opting to go long, and again the race for possession is won by Mark O'Reilly, the 19-year-old against the 34-year-old Giles. Trying to pick out Brendan Riley, instead it's taken clear by Kenneth Mortimer. Sheridan back there working around midfield. Kevin Cahill over the head of Martin O'Connell. Here's McGuinness. Fay. And it's hard work by all of the Meath players, playing it short from time to time, and then opting to go long through O'Connell. But this Mayo full back line starting very well, in particular Kenneth Mortimer. Martin O'Connell has it again. Shades of his man of the match performance in 1988 against Cork in the replay that year. Giles punting it ahead into space. Goalkeeper is John Madden. Dennis Mortimer. And there's a Meath player down on the ground. Seems to be Graham Geraghty. That's in front of the Mayo goal. Play continues. Again it's O'Connell. Dermot Flanagan lets it run on. The pressure over there from Barry Callaghan. Good assured play, however, by Kenneth Mortimer. Short passing game. That's Connelly. Good vision to pick out McMenamin's run. He has Finnerty just ahead of him, and he slips. Back it goes to Horan. Points so far, looking to double that up. He's got another one. Well, he was the player, of course, that Colm Coyle would have been marking. He's gone back in to join the midfield battle right now, James Horan. As we look at the different marking alignments, Horan has been marked by Enda McManus. It spills down here towards David Brady again. Run back by Colin McMenamin, 65 metres out. Again, the referee saw some holding that time. It was by Mark O'Reilly on Anthony Finnerty. A free then from a very scoreable position. Should be Mayo's 4th point. It's a day when you feel that the breeze may be the spoil sport. So Sheridan, who is 1 point from 3 attempts so far. This is ideally placed for him, and no trouble. So Mayo 4 points to the good. If anything, you know, they have improved since the referee made that decision to dismiss Liam McHale. They're the ones who've settled down, and you're not seeing Meath's disciplined, aggressive game that you normally see.
No, I think that Meath, there's 5 forwards in each team now, and so the forward line has more space. Both forward lines have more space.
Broken down into the centre to Colin Brady, such an assured play. It runs on well this time to Jimmy McGuinness, and here's a chance to get their first point. Brendan Riley outside towards Barry Callaghan, kicking to the left, and he's put it wide. Meath second wide, 2 wides for Mayo also. Quick tick out is taken. And the referee says hang on a while. They attempted it in the draw match a few times, Mayo, to take the short kick outs towards Colin McMenamin. It wasn't particularly productive because of misplaced passes after that. Madden has a very long kick out. This time he tries to place it. The touchdown won well here by Noel Kennelly. Next, David Brady. Paddy Reynolds catches on securely. Darren Fay. Brendan Riley. Useful ball, chest high. Chance to run at Kevin Cowell and earn the free. And he's been brought forward because of an off-the-ball incident. And Kenneth Mortimer adjudged to have been holding and fouling Tommy Dowd. So now it's on the 20-metre line. Trevor Giles having this opportunity. Nearly 19 minutes gone in the first half. Kicking into the canal end, which houses the men and supporters and women of the West. Nicely over the bar. So Meath off the mark eventually. And they'll now be hoping to keep it as tight as possible heading up towards half-time. Kick out is really taken very, very quickly. And this seems to be a Mayo tactic this afternoon. O'Connell. Straight at Colin McMenamin. Two players to aim at. One of them is Horan. Ball returned by John Casey for Pat Holmes. Casey coming deep on this particular occasion to get on the ball time and again to try and build up his confidence. Darren Fay in pursuit over there. Back towards Horan, has been kicking very well so far, and he has kicked another beauty. 3 in the first half in the first game, 3 in the replay, and it's 5 points to 1. Well, certainly Enda McManus has been giving him a bit too much latitude. When this ball came back here from Casey, that probing run came back, there was nobody really closing him down with any degree of satisfaction. It reaches midfield this time, taken down by Jimmy McGuinness. Colin Brady now. Oh, a huge punt ahead. Madden comes out. Had to be secure with Tommy Dowd coming in. Mortimer getting it out as far as Kevin Cowell. Colin McMenamin, the play anywhere player with the number 11 on his back. Chest high towards Ray Dempsey, couldn't contain it. Instead, it is Graham Geraghty has come deep to try and get a little bit more possession. Horan going out to confront him. McGuinness, well blocked down by Dempsey. Dempsey wins the free. Very good play by the number 15 of Mayo, the goal scorer 2 weeks ago. Well, you just feel it's incumbent now on Mayo to try and build up a really healthy half-time lead. 21.5 minutes gone in the first half. Holmes lofts it in towards Casey. Got a touch on it, but it's Mark O'Reilly as usual, reading those situations so well for a player so young. Colin Brady this time has that ball taken away by Murray Sheridan, opting to go for the score, and a spectacular one it would have been, showing that he's much more than just a free taker in this Mayo team. And not the case very much also for Trevor Giles. In case you have joined the match late and see any few spaces around this pitch, both teams down to 14 men following the dismissals of Colin Coyle and Liam McHale after 7.5 minutes. Trevor Giles, again good use of space here by the Meath forwards. Tommy Dowd this time kicking into the wind. Brendan Riley looking for a second point. Poor shooting at the end of all of that. But the way in which the Meath players are coming into midfield from time to time, opening up a huge space in behind that section for the forwards to utilise. This time the quick kick out wasn't particularly productive. John Madden acknowledging that. Giles in towards Barry Callaghan. It runs on. Madden is very thankful indeed that there's good support back there to Colin McMenamin. Nice ball out as far as Noel Kennelly, Mayo's team captain. Finnerty can't hold. Pat Holmes going down on that one. The intended pass was for Ray Dempsey. Instead it's Martin O'Connell, who reads those situations so well and is such a pacey defender. Brendan Riley, dispossessed by Kevin Cahill. The players on both sides now working very, very hard indeed. Maurice Sheridan towards Ray Dempsey. Again, he can't hold on to it. It's backed by McDermott. And the player going out, Trevor Giles, was fouled in possession. Colin Brady. Not really favouring the forwards, that one. Difficult one to take. Mayo backs were there in numbers. Here's McMenamin. Certainly is a very intense occasion, always is. Indeed, Anthony Finnerty was talking on radio during the week about the emotions of playing in an All-Ireland football final. It could well be that Mayo are about to bring on PJ Loftus as we watch Kevin Cahill take it with Noel Kennelly. Past John Casey, has played much deeper in this match than we saw in the first tie. Again, it's Mark O'Reilly. The two number twos playing very well in this game. And we have some further news from the side of the field as they play on, but the referee has signalled a free. Marty?
Yes, Joe, just to tell you, indeed, as you see, PJ Loftus is being introduced, and this is a move that has been talked about some time, so he's going to be coming into the side. And I think John Mahan, judging by his reaction so far, he's pleased enough with the type of ball that's going into his full forward line. Every time it's done well, he seems to give it a little leap along the sideline.
And the rain lashes down once again. And the player going off is the goal scorer from 2 weeks ago, Ray Dempsey. I'm a bit surprised by that, I must say. He's a big strapping fellow. Noel Kennelly fumbles, and that gives Enda McManus the opportunity to loft this one forward in the driving wind and rain. This is McMenamin. Well, it's all very well playing as deep as he does because he likes to get on the ball as much as possible, as we see Ray Dempsey go off, but his passes out of defence have got to be a great deal crisper than that one and more accurate. And it's kicked back in by Jimmy McGuinness as we were watching the player going off and out over the sideline once again.
Yeah, it's a very disappointing game so far, Jared. You know, there's big tension out there, but there's no good football at all. There's a lot of balls being kicked away like we've seen there.
McDermott. Fisted down by Brendan Riley, expecting a half forward to come in. Instead, it's Pat Holmes for Mayo. Now McMenamin dropping a huge one in for Anthony Finnerty to go in after. He breaks it down, and this is Loftus' first chance to get a score, and he's put it wide.
Yeah, I think that the reason they got Raymond Dempsey, they felt that Martin O'Connell has been cleaning up a lot of ball that's going into the full back line, and himself and Michael O'Reilly are playing well. They've actually taken Darren Fay out from the square, which is working for them. I think he's not as happy himself away from the square, and they've done that well. But the two cornerbacks were cleaning up, so they hope that Loftus has the legs on Martin O'Connell because he's been playing very well.
And PJ Loftus has gone out towards the 40, followed by Martin O'Connell. Paddy Reynolds, son of the former All-Star Pat, former selector as well. Brady's knock ahead. Kenneth Mortimer is in there to chase and to win at the second attempt, but he loses it. Here's McGuinness. Hard, tough battle so far. Callaghan on for Tommy Dowd, looking to try and curl one in and boost his own confidence, and he's done exactly that. That'll be a huge lift for the Meath captain, a huge lift for the fans of the team as well. Playing in around full forward, he's made it 5 points to 2. This is the move again here, and remember the wind was right into his face, but he got enough curl on that one, right between the goalposts. Horan kicking. Again, it's taken clear by Meath. Graham Geraghty. This is the player we'd expect a big performance from. There are appeals from Graham Geraghty that it should be a Meath goal, but the linesman thinks otherwise. Peter Ford in the background there, along with John Mahon, part of the Mayo management this year. And John Mahon just saying to Pat Holmes, "You're the one to kick this one in." To David Brady. Oh, bad ball. Intended for Sheridan. Instead, it is Giles. Low ball, lovely ball inside for Tommy Dowd. Now with his confidence high, can he kick another one? Not quite. But it was the quality of ball in that time for Tommy Dowd which was really admirable. And the referee signalling that that kick must be taken again.
I think that Meath are playing Tommy Dowd Gerald in the full forward line, and it's definitely working. I think that's his best position, and if they get good ball into him, he's very strong upper body and he can win it. It's interesting that Enda McManus has made a decision to follow Colin McMenamin. Now we see Jim McManus actually picking him up and Enda McManus picking up James Hamilton. But Meath have made a decision, they're not leaving him back, they're letting him follow Colin McMenamin wherever he goes.
I think the reason that kick had to be taken a second time is because the ball wasn't placed properly by the goalkeeper inside the small rectangle. One back by McDermott. The challenge coming in there is by James Nallen. I know an awful lot of Mayo people would prefer to see him shore up the middle of their defence by playing as an orthodox centre-half back. Graham Geraghty high on the challenge that time against the other number 12, Maurice Sheridan. It reaches James Horan. 5 minutes and a little under to half-time. One back once again. It really is a fiery contest from time to time. Maurice Sheridan over there was in a little altercation with Martin O'Connell, and the referee has called them back, and Martin O'Connell, I think, fouled Maurice Sheridan. And we'll just see what happened and what the referee makes of it. So the notebook out once more. John Mahon, who really has his side in a very good frame of mind, just like Sean Boylan heading into this final replay. They're competing as they were expected to compete. At times it hasn't been very pretty to watch, unfortunately. And a hot ball will be the outcome. So double bookings. We've had 6 names taken so far, 3 apiece, and a dismissal for a member of each team. Those are the unfortunate statistics from this final so far, which has produced just 7 points. And Mayo, I'm sure, will feel that a 3-point lead at this stage, playing with the wind behind them, is insufficient. Trevor Giles winning the free kick. Good ball forward. So it seemed to us Jimmy McGuinness took his eye off it, and it's Kenneth Mortimer, that man once again. Brady. This is Connelly. And Finnerty claiming quite clearly he's been held back there. But it's on to PJ Loftus. Here's a goal chance, and he's got it! PJ Loftus, the substitute, doing exactly what the man he replaced did in the original match, finding the back of Conor Martin's net. So all of a sudden it looks a great deal better for Mayo. He's the goal scorer, and it's 1-5 to 2 points. It was a terrific ball forward there by Noel Connelly. Mark O'Reilly couldn't get it away cleanly, But in came Loftus, and that's a peach of a finish. He was just given enough room. Oh, John Madden coming out, and he hasn't got it. Has it crossed the line? And the referee saying that it's a penalty, I think. But John Madden was just a little indecisive. So here's the chance for Meath to reply instantly. The forward was held back, so the penalty for Trevor Giles. It's almost a repetition of what happened in the semi-final, when you recall that James Nallon went down to score a goal, and straight away in an instant Kerry were back into it. Will Meath be the ones who'll get a major boost here? Just over a minute after Mayo scored their goal. Here's Trevor Giles against Madden, and a brilliant penalty. That was terrific skill by Trevor Giles. John Madden could only look at that. That's how to take the penalty. Dermot Flanagan is receiving some attention while we still admire the skills of Trevor Giles. Watch this, right into the corner, no real margin for error, brilliant score.
Yeah, great penalty, and just took about 3 or 4 steps back from it, and it's a very important score for Meath, and but Peachy Loftus took his goal very, very well at the other end, and John Madden shouldn't have come off his line. And the keeper, if you're coming off your line, you have to be sure to get the ball.
Colin Brady drops it down. That'll be a huge boost for Meath. What'll the Mayo response be? John Casey, who hasn't scored so far, hasn't really had any opportunities. Striving to get more and more into the match, however. That's been so difficult. They're living on scraps on occasions. Referee having the word there with James Horan. We're into injury time. Well, you remember how much time the referee allowed at the end of the 70 minutes 2 weeks ago. And already 50 seconds gone. There's a good minute, I'm sure, for that fracas as well, and what resulted, the sendings off and so on. This is Maurice Sheridan. On what's proving a very dull afternoon weather-wise. Let's hope this match will brighten up. Just a few steps up, and over it goes. Third point for Maurice Sheridan from Bow, and it's 1-6 to 1-2. But will 4 points be enough at half-time, having played with the wind and the driving rain? Mayo have made 12 scoring chances so far, taking 7 of them. Meath, against the wind, made 7 scoring chances. They took 3. It's been a real battle out there in the centre of the field, taken up here by James Horan. We've already seen one very good substitution as it happened. The managers have a huge task on their hands coming into half-time. Possible switches or changes as Pat Holmes goes forward. That's a bad pass, however. And from being in a position where they were attacking, Mayo are now back defending. Colin Brady. Touchdown by John McDermott. Hasn't been a major influence in midfield so far. Pat Holmes kicking a real hit and hope one. Certainly the inside forwards would have preferred to have had a better ball there. It's one of those matches where you just scrap for everything and hope in the end that you get rewarded for all your efforts. The referee's whistle is sounded for half-time. Not a particularly distinguished first half of this All-Ireland final replay. It got lively towards the marking arrangement here. Colin Brady has gone back to mark James Horan, who's been causing problems with his ability to kick points from some distance. So Pat McEnany gets the second 35 minutes underway after that fairly eventful opening half. Enda McManus taking the first free of the second half down as far as Tommy Dowd. Going for glory with the first kick of the second half. Great point by Tommy Dowd. We've been saying in the build-up that he's due a big one, and this might be the day for the Meath captain. So first attack, and the lead is now down to 3 points. Mayo doing a bit more fouling in this match than was the case in the drawn match, where they just gave away 12 free kicks. Already they've given away, I think, 11 in this particular final. Here's Trevor Giles onto his left boot. They are just eating into this lead so ridiculously early in the second half. A goal and 2 points of that tally now for Trevor Giles. Already looking very ominous for the Connacht champions. 3 men against him. They couldn't get a decent tackle in. So no question or doubt who's made the brighter start here.
Yeah, it's a great score from Trevor Giles. The great thing about a forward like him is he's got 2 good feet. He's got right or left foot, and you see him scoring a great point with his left foot too.
So into the breeze come Mayo. It's John Casey has gone deep, certainly, as Martin Carney was predicting, deep as far as midfield as Pat Holmes advances. Anthony Finnerty. The angled ball, and Trevor Giles was back there defending. It's Colin McMenamin, not noted as a particularly prolific point taker. Kept in play there by James Nallen. Back towards Maurice Sheridan once again. And the Meath players back there grouping well, picking up everybody who has to be marked. Graham Geraghty back on his own full back line on that occasion. The use of the long ball downfield has paid off a few times for Meath so far in this match. Here's Casey, supposedly the full forward for Mayo. Now David Brady. Foul on the 65-metre line, picking out James Nallen, who wasn't marked. He's got an eye for a score, this player. Nicely back towards PJ Loftus. Just to the left, acknowledging that good pass, however, from Nallen. It's been a funny couple of series where players who are picked in certain positions are likely to pop up just about anywhere. You remember Mark O'Reilly finished the last match at right corner forward. Here's Jimmy McGuinness. Huge one in. Cahill had to be secure. Came out to attack that to make it his. Dermot Flanagan. Once again, McMenamin. Oh, a bad ball intended for Holmes. Got out by McDermott. Mayo fortunate to win that one back. McMenamin making amends for his own passing error. Pat Holmes, the bank official from Cavan Town. Well, that's the kind of ball that Anthony Finnerty has little chance of getting. That's exactly what Peter Ford was talking about a little while ago. Darren Fay just about kept in play by an alert Tommy Dowd. Cross towards Barry Callahan, looking to try and pick off another score, with the sun now in the eyes of the Mayo defence, and Brendan Riley just couldn't hold on to it. Hasn't scored so far, the player for St. Peter's and Dunboyne. chance now of Mayo. When they came out of the field and about 3:15, it seemed like 3/4 of the ground were here in support of the men in the green and red. McManus. Nice ball outside for McGuinness. Tommy Dowd now looking a great deal sharper, underlining that with his 3rd point of the match. And now there's just the minimum separating the teams. Delighted Meath fans up there on Hill 16. And it's 1-6 to 1-5.
Yeah, Jared, we were saying before the match that we expected a big game from Tommy Dowd, and he's playing where right field is his best position in the full forward line. Brendan Riley is not giving him the support that we'd expect him to get. Kevin Tal is playing Brendan Riley well, but Tommy has definitely got the beating at the second half of Kevin Mortimer, and maybe Mayo should think of a switch there.
So once again, it's a kick out that has to be retaken. Jimmy McGuinness barks out the encouragement to some of the other men in midfield. He's been marked there by James Nallen. So now what are the players made of? This is a real test of skill and character. Advantage to Meath in terms of the wind and so on. Paddy Reynolds looking to launch another attack which may produce an equaliser so early in the second half. McGuinness towards Trevor Giles, fumbled by McMenamin. Kennelly and ball claims that the ball was touched on the ground there by Pat Holmes. Pat McEnany was quite close to it, said play on. Sheridan. Holmes getting it, or Horan rather, getting it forward. Paddy Russell, the linesman, down on this near side, signalling that it's going to be a line ball for PJ Loftus' team. Sheridan kick it into James Horan. Difficult one for him to get, but he does so. Well, if the sum total of his ambitions there was to win a free kick, he did exactly that, but I think Paddy Reynolds was a little unlucky. The view from the bench over there. Shake of the head there by the 20-year-old Paddy Reynolds. One of 5 under-21s on this Meath team, which should augur well for the next few years, because they really are quite a young side. Maurice Sheridan 2 points from 4 frees so far. And he's kicked another one. First point of the second half for Mayo. Come after 7.5 minutes, and it's 1-7 to 1-5. And some news from the sideline over there, as always, is Marty Morrissey.
Yes, Joe, well, that move that we anticipated much earlier in the match, in fact in the first 5 or 6 minutes after Liam McHale was sent off, may be about to happen, because Pat Fallon is now warming up. He's been told he is definitely coming in.
Thank you, Marty. Yes, a specialised and specialist midfielder, I think, is certainly needed to help David Brady in there. Free once again. It's time to Meath. Over the head of Pat Holmes. Tommy Dowd in there once again with the pace of the ball, beating them all. And there is the fresh player who may be just about to come in. Played, of course, in the semi-final, an occasion when David Brady was out with injury. Complimented Liam McHale very well that day. Real frustration evident there. Quiet word from the referee there to Graham Geraghty. Here's Tommy Dowd. Allen is now marking Barry Callahan. Quick change of the marking alignment. This is picked up by John Casey. Allen just outside him. Noel Kennelly going low to pick this one up. Dermot Flanagan. The breeze now really blowing into the faces of the Mayo team, trying to build from the back. McMenamin drop kicking this one. Should favour the backs. It does. referee there indicting the man they call Larry, number 13, Anthony Finnerty. Always ready for a joke and always ready for a laugh in the dressing room, but very serious about his football. So he becomes the 4th Mayo player to have the name taken. And John Mahon about to make his second change. Now it's going to be interesting to see just who makes way. 14 men against 14 men, of course, as it has been since the 8th minute of the first half. Player going off is Dermot Flanagan. So fresh legs coming into the tie. 34-year-old Dermot Flanagan making way. Just a change of ideas, I think, to try and freshen up this Mayo team. And straight away it's Pat Fallon who has it. Kennelly pressurised by Graham Geraghty. Fallon has it once more. Now James Horan, really strongly built wing forward. Ran a bit out of energy the last day, and a poor ball straight as far as Darren Fay. Chance to launch the counter-attack, put lots and lots of pressure on the Mayo backline. This time it's Trevor Giles who's indicted for leaning in on the Mayo back. Tommy Dowd playing advocate on behalf of his colleague. It really is a noisy scene here now. Mayo beginning to dig quite deep, trying to demonstrate what character they've got and trying to hang on to their 2-point lead. Casey, low ball inside towards James Nolan, goal scorer against Kerry. Back it goes to Casey, and he's got the score. That's a very good point by Casey. It was a good ball to Nolan, and a nice return, and a fine point at the end of all of that. Mayo lead by 3 points. So now it asks questions of the team playing with the breeze in the second half. Meath. This was expert play by the number 14, John Casey. In this match he's been going short, he's been taking short passes, he's been prepared to get on the ball time and again, just to get himself into the game. He was very significantly very much out of it 2 weeks ago. Kenneth Mortimer back there, facing his own end line, challenged by Graham Geraghty. Once again it's Pat Fallon. Now Colin McMenamin. He loses it. Does well to regain it. It's the second time he's lost it in this half and gone back to win possession for his team. Kevin Cowell. Now Pat Holmes. We've had showers, we've had wind, now we've got sunshine. Still the breeze backing Meath, playing in the gold in the second half. And that's a great kick from Trevor Giles. A goal and 3-point for the young man from Skryne, who's of course on a football scholarship at UCD. We've seen him hit with the right, we've seen him hit with the left from distance. Great score, and 2 between them. This is where it was played around very intelligently. A real lack of marking, however, as Giles had that point chance. Nallon. That final pass for Mayo from midfield has been letting them down time and again. Colin Brady picking out Tommy Dowd. This time Barry Callahan wanted to get on the act and doing so splendidly. We were asking questions just a minute ago about the Meath resolve. No question or doubt about that. They may be about to bring in Jody Devine into their ranks. Barry Callahan gets his first point, and now Meath trail by just a point. This was wonderful play. Tommy Dowd was involved. Good support play by Barry Callahan from Dunderry, and he did the rest. And Marty has some more news for us.
Just to confirm what you just said, Chair, that the Meath selectors have had several little conclaves down here on the sideline, and they have decided to make a change, and Jody Devine is warming up and is expected to be introduced in a matter of moments.
Very much a link man, not a noted point scorer. I don't think he's scored in this championship so far from minimal appearances. Anthony Finnerty's fine ball picking out PJ Loftus, trying to go in the back door behind Martin O'Connell, and that's gone wide. 7 wides for Mayo. That's just the second of the second half. So 1-8 to 1-7. Great leap in the air once again by Pat Fallon. Many people wondered why he wasn't brought in the last 15 minutes of the last game. Horan holding it up neatly for Colin McManaman, going forward with purpose. He's got support outside, doesn't opt to use it. Should have given the pass perhaps a second earlier. Horan kicking under pressure. Wind holds it up. Finnerty in there. Likewise Maurice Sheridan, but the umpire back there in the white coat said that went wide. A switch there. Kevin Cahill has been switched on to Tommy Dowd, who's begun to cause a lot of problems for the Mayo backs. Conor Martin, from the world of high finance, once in London, now back working here in Dublin. John Casey picking up the break of the ball. Noel Kennelly. Darren Fay going in to challenge him. And again, Casey coming forward. One they needed on target, but he can't quite measure it. That wind is a real factor.
Yeah, it's a big factor, and Mayo have got to get lower ball into the forward line. When they got that last John Casey last point was a good low ball into the forward line, and they worked off it. John Casey's starting to play well. Tommy Dowd and Trevor Giles are the only two Meath forwards that playing well, and they're going to have to get more support from the rest of the Meath forwards.
This is picked up by Colin Brady, and won back by David Brady. Anthony Finnerty, who fancies his chances of scoring another goal, I know, in this match, as he did in '89. Out it goes to Maurice Sheridan. The challenge came in from Trevor Giles, who worked so hard. Disappointment for the Mayo fans up there on the canal end. A match which started with a bout of fisticuffs after about 6.5 minutes, which saw the dismissal of Liam McHale, who was man of the match in the last game, and Colin Coyle, who got the all-important equaliser. Both dismissed. Teams down to 14 players. Colin McManaman towards Finnerty, challenged by Mark O'Reilly. Well, for a player so young, just 19, Mark O'Reilly has really settled into senior championship football, like he's been at it for the last few years. It's John Casey who's going across there to take the ball from linesman Kevin Walsh. In for James Horan. Oh, and Conor Martin, instead of catching, opts to fist it away as far as possible from the danger area. Perhaps the wind confused him somewhat. Bright afternoon now after a day which started with shower after shower. And of course we had gale force winds here last night as well. Mayo working it short. Sheridan. This time it's over the bar. Another point for Maurice Sheridan. Lovely, intricate passing movement that time. It ends up being 1-9 to 1-7. That time, instead of aimlessly kicking it anywhere, there were 3 players in the build-up, and when it came eventually to Maurice Sheridan, this is where he got his 5th point of the match, and he puts 2 between them. Graham Geraghty trying to break it down, but he's being held back, restrained by Pat Holmes, and the ball is kicked out on the sideline by Colin McManaman. Referee noting it, but signalling that it's going to be a free in for Meath. Trevor Giles coming up to take it from Graham Geraghty. a stage in the match where every opportunity and every attack has to yield something. Just over 15 minutes to go. He has scored 2 points from 2 frees so far. This in a very scoreable position. That's the goal and 4 points for Trevor Giles. But when you look through the scoring pattern of the Meath team, Giles, as I say, with 1-4. The goal from the penalty, Tommy Dowd with 3 points, and the only other one to score is Barry Callaghan. And the referee once again wants the ball back down on the correct position. Sean Boylan surveying yet another All-Ireland final, the man who brought them to success, of course, in 87 and 88.
I think Jared Mayo or Meath get level, they could win the match, but if Mayo can keep that couple of points ahead, it could be the difference in them.
Yes, it's very, very intriguing. The wind not helping, of course. Mayo having to go and build with measured passes like this. And again, it's Pat Fallon. It's a case of supporting the man on the ball. It's tough and it's hard at times as Brady comes in. And that's a real waste of a very good opportunity. And James Horan says, well, why didn't you give it to me? I was just ahead of you. Moments such as that can decide All-Ireland finals. Callaghan kicking into space. Tommy Dowd making it his. The block is by Pat Holmes. The support by Colin McMenamin. He has a terrific engine. Keeps on motoring. Holmes out to Brady. We missed that chance just seconds ago. Finnerty now. Against him, Mark O'Reilly. Mayo hoping to finish here with yet another score to put 2 between the teams once more. Will it curl in for Horan? It does! James Horan has got his 4th point. Well, he'll be delighted with his own contribution of 7 points from 2 All-Ireland final appearances. He'll be even happier if Mayo can stay ahead at the finish this time. 110 to 1-8.
Yeah, that was a great score by James Horan, but Tommy Dowd made a bad mistake. He should have played the ball back to Graham Garrity and the sides would have been level. And that's a 2-point game now with the head out. He should have played it back. He was selfish with the ball. He got his kick well blocked out, and Mayo worked the ball up the field for the score. That's an important mistake by Tommy Dowd, and a great score for Mayo at this stage.
I know the word intense is overused in sport, but it really is an emotionally intense evening. Not the greatest football match we've ever seen. The wind has been a spoiler there. But the match is there for the taking. And we should be in for a very exciting last 12-13 minutes. Possession for Meath. Mayo with 4 points in the second half so far. Meath with 6. But still a very tight match. Giles to kick. Opting to place it inside. McGuinness. Reynolds takes it back for Colin Brady. Dropping it in dangerously there. And the referee says play on as Graham Garrity was coming in to challenge. Good ball out by Kenneth Mortimer, supported by Kevin Cahill. Again, a slow, deliberate build-up here by Mayo. They're having to do so, and it has to be crisp and accurate. Brady just about held on. And then he was fouled by Trevor Giles. Mayo will be in no particular rush. They were in no particular rush with many of their kickouts 2 weeks ago. This time they're just trying to make sure that the passes are well delivered into space. The others have to do the work for the man on the ball, however. Casey here. Again, using up a few seconds. Oh, and gifting it after that to Enda McManus. And now the onus is with Meath. Can they seize the initiative once again here as Tommy Dowd breaks it? Expects somebody to come in on it. Graham Garrity, is that somebody? Challenged by Pat Holmes. Free taken very quickly. Tommy Dowd here, tripped, and the referee allows it, I think. The goal counts, and Tommy Dowd has got a goal and 3 points. The foul was by Pat Holmes. It was quickly taken, and Tommy Dowd took the most of his opening. And this is the first time that Sean Boylan's team have been in front. out is taken very quickly. A huge body blow that for Mayo hopes. They were expecting to have a second or two to prepare and to regroup for the free to be taken after the foul by Pat Holmes, who's himself fouled. But the goal, the product of some very quick thinking.
I think, Jared, we look back at that goal as a ball lost by John Casey up the field, and the score came off it right down. But great thinking by Graham Garrity to take the kick quick. Tommy down his inside. A lot of people thought he was going to go for the point. Good ball, and Tommy done right. Sometimes players shoot too early. He took one round the keeper and took his goal very well.
Indeed, had he not kicked that ball, I think the referee might even have awarded a penalty, because he was taken down just before he was kicking. But as it happened, the referee said play on. Barry Callahan has just had his name taken. So in terms of bookings, it's evenly poised at 4 bookings each, and a sending off apiece. This is the goal that might well be the big turning point of this match. Quickly taken, no marking. In came Tommy Dowd. That's where he was pulled down. That's where it might have been a penalty, but he got on his feet and forced it past Kevin Cahill. So Meath have a 1-point advantage. On my watch, 9 minutes to go. Meath with the wind at their backs and the sun into the eyes of the Mayo backline. Kenneth Mortimer taking the free towards Pat Fallon. On towards David Brady, but it's still anybody's match. And he wouldn't even rule out 2 periods of extra time the way this particular match has been going. PJ Loftus trying to make some headway against Martin O'Connell. That's never been easy, but he's got the free in. 2-8, that's 14 points. 110 for Mayo, that's 13. So now a big onus of responsibility on Maurice Sheridan. A scorer of 5 points so far. At least it's on the correct side, left-hand side of the field as they attack, so it'll suit a right-footed kicker. But the wind is strong. It's about 23 metres out. Can this be the equaliser? Has it the distance? Not quite. And John McDermott back there, as he does so often. Free out. And he looks to the gods and say, thank you, Lord. Pat McEnany there with a word to some of the Meath backs.
Yeah, that was an important free kick. It would have levelled up the scores again. But one thing you don't try to do is put a midfielder on the goal and kick a high ball in where he's a great chance of catching it, and he lifts the whole team up, and by taking, maybe he should have thought of playing them short and work it over the bar. But the next score is going to be very important, and Mayo need it.
So every attack now so absolutely critical. Mayo have it through Noel Kennelly. They've also got the free. 18 frees rather to Mayo so far, and 16 for Meath. James Nallen kicking this. Possession won back by Meath in the figure of Colin Brady, and then he's fouled. And John McDermott back there, the great rallying force alongside Martin O'Connell. Has been in so many battles over the years for this Meath team. Whenever there's a crisis in defence, you somehow expect to see that gold head of Martin O'Connell popping up to take possession. But here come Mayo once again, and Colin McMenamin. Again, he's tripped, this time by Enda McManus. Thought he should have had a 13-metre advantage there in terms of the ball being brought forward. John Mahon coming in to insist that players get free and make options for the man who's about to take the free kick. Brady on for James Nallen. Strong defence there by John McDermott. Out it comes towards James Horan, and Horan has kicked it over, and the sides are level, and they're level for just the first time in this match, and Horan has got a magnificent 5 points, all of them from play. Will we have a winner with just 6 minutes to go? And it's Meath 2-8, Mayo 1-11. Martin kicking out. It's been all action in the second half. Trevor Giles, he went low to kick that one, and it's a free kick. John Mahon protesting to Pat McEnany in the background. But as Trevor Giles went down to try and take position, in came the boot. It'll be Jimmy McGuinness from Dunsany to hit this. The wind carries it on. Well caught by Colin McMenamin, who played just about everywhere. Nicely out. Good precise crisp ball as far as Noel Kennelly. Carried on here by the magnificent James Horan. Famous name indeed. The name of another very famous Mayo man. Kennelly. And next into the equation it's David Brady. He wins the free kick, fouled by Paddy Reynolds. Liam McHale there sent off after 7.5 minutes. But it was difficult to pick out why he should have been the one to have gone, along with Colm Coyle, when so many players were involved in a fracas that seemed to involve about 25 players. Missed the foul once again here is David Brady. As felled Paddy Reynolds, the last player to make contact with him. Barry Callahan has been taken off the Meath team and Jody Devine is his replacement. So every possible vantage point taken up. Bonastor Mayo and Chin watching as Maurice Sheridan prepares to take this free kick. 60 metres out, breeze in his face, match level. Pat Holmes advancing with great purpose. It's controlled, has left him down there. He was almost in with a kicking chance. And that foul appears to be on PJ Loftus. And it's going to be a free down. And that's Barry Callahan there. The sun in his eyes. He's replaced by Jody Devine. But my goodness, Pat Fallon seemed to have a glorious chance. There was a gap there. It just seemed to lose his stride, Morton.
Yeah, it's a great chance for Mayo to win, but in fairness to Pat Fallon, he's done very well since he come on. And himself and David Brady have owned the middle of the field in there. That's why Mayo played very, very well the second half. They worked tremendously hard, and they really at this stage deserve to win the game. And that would have been a great chance to put them a point ahead at this stage, because there's only a couple of minutes left. The next score is very, very important.
I make it 3 minutes to go. That's the position. Conor Martin. Colin McMenamin coming across to try and see the flight path of the goal here. Almost had it, not quite, went off him. It'll be a Meath sideline ball. Graham Geraghty, who didn't show up particularly prominently in this match. Still time. Huge one in. Madden coming. Had to be absolutely secure there for Kenneth Mortimer. Back it goes again to John Madden. Colin McMenamin. And the challenge there by Trevor Giles to try and dispossess Colin McMenamin, who felt he should have had a free out, but the referee says no way. Possession for the men from Leinster. Tommy Dowd goes across to have a word with Trevor Giles. Meath Leinster champions on 18 occasions, looking to try and win Sam Maguire for just the 6th time. Tom Riley about to come in for Mayo. Free quickly taken inside towards McGuinness. Look where Darren Fay is, and look where Paddy Reynolds is, up over his head to try and be the hero here. McGuinness back in. One back there, however, by a determined Kevin Cahill. Out it goes to Pat Holmes. Players calling for it like Maurice Sheridan outside here. Just over a minute and a half to go. Sides level. And Graham Geraghty very, very annoyed with the referee's decision, which goes against Meath. Free to Mayo. So Tom Riley has just come in, and pushing and shoving and elbows and fists and so on. The familiar mop of hair there of Tom Riley, in he's come, and the referee is calling back. Some couple of players there to have a word with them. Anthony Finnerty is the one who made way. We have some news from the sideline, I think. Well, let's continue. Maurice Sheridan with David Brady and James Nallen in support. It's Nallen once again. We're inside the last minute. Will it go to 2 periods of extra time? 70 minutes the last time couldn't decide this one. Here's Brendan Riley. Will he be the All-Ireland final hero? Trying to set up a chance. The angle shot, and it's gone over the bar. Brendan Riley has kicked his first point of the match. But about 18 seconds to go. Delight on Hill 16. Brendan Riley, incidentally, is on the ground, injured right now. But he scored that all-important point that now puts it up to Mayo once again, who've had a good second half. That's Riley having the attention there. Meath get it back. Here's Kevin Cahill. We're in injury time. So now it's up to the referee. You know, the 18-19 seconds he had of the last day. Jody Devine, free kick for Meath. And now it's Mayo who are wondering how much injury time is left. Ollie Murphy has been sprung from the bench, and he's gone on instead of Brendan Riley, who did take a knock. He's gone off injured. So now it's a case of what we have, we will try and hold from a Meath point of view. They haven't had it easy. Nearly a minute of injury time is gone. There can't be too much time left in this. Trevor Giles kicked a goal and 3 points. This curling in, but going to the right. There's still a chance there for Mayo. So it'll be all eyes on the referee as John Madden kicks out. Mayo have it. It's Maurice Sheridan. Next in line is James Nellen. They've got to work it forward. Brady trying to find a colleague somehow. Meath good at grouping and closing down the space for the opponent. David Brady with the free kick. He leaves it for Maurice Sheridan to kick from the hands, and the referee could have penalised Colin Brady there for not retreating quick enough so that the kick could be taken, but instead he's saying back into the position from which it should have been kicked. Sheridan, possession absolutely of great importance here. Riley in, Fallon challenging, but it's Conor Martin who has it. Meath holding on. Jimmy McGuinness. It's won back by PJ Loftus. Casey has it next. Back from Horan. John Casey taking it inside towards Tom Riley, the substitute. The block there, superbly executed. And it's all over. Meath have won the All-Ireland. Sean Boylan's men had a tough battle over 2 games against a very game Mayo side. Brendan Riley with his only point of the match. Tommy Dowd, of course, the goal scorer in the second half. But Riley was the hero at the end of all of that on a day when Meath had 15, 16, 17, maybe 18 heroes. They come over the barriers, making sure that they don't impale themselves. But it was so close. Full credit to both teams for giving us an enthralling second half, and they're absolutely devastated, these Mayo players. They will have felt they deserved at the very least an extra half an hour's football just to try and bring that cup back west of the Shannon for the first time since Galway did it in 1966. And of course the last time that Mayo managed that was 1951. They have to wait at least another 12 months of 2 sides who provided a lot of entertainment with 2 very close matches, even if the quality of football on offer at times was below what we would expect of these 2 counties. But nonetheless, for sheer drama, it was gripping. And the full-time score, just for the record, here at Croke Park, Meath 2-9, Mayo 1-11. And over on the sideline, I gather that our reporter Marty Morrissey, probably mobbed by people, has somebody to talk to.
Thank you very much, Chair. I have 2 Sean Boylans actually with me. Young Sean is not looking at the camera now. He has. Great victory, well done.
Oh, Marty, you won't get much closer than that. An unbelievable game. Like, the conditions are terrible because everybody hates win. An unbelievable fight back. Fantastic Mayo team. You know, my heart goes out to them as well. But that's the way it is, Marty. We're in to try and win it as well.
It was a tough game all the way. Was there anything in particular that you said to yourself, yes, we're going to do it?
When the last ball went over the bar and I heard the final whistle then from the referee, that was the only time, one of the few times we led during the match, really.
How big a blow was the sending off of Colm Coyle? What were your thoughts on that?
Again, Marty, there was sort of mayhem, over here at the dugout. You don't know what's going on really, and you'd be very sorry for Liam McHale, very sorry for Colm Coyle. It's just one of those things.
This was a great Meath performance, though. It was typical Meath. Great grit and determination.
A lot of determination, but a lot of great heart. And I'm absolutely delighted for them and for my fellow selectors and management.
Well done, Sean. I'm sure you were shouting for Meath, were you, Sean? Good boy.
Yeah, thanks, Marty.
GAA President Jack Boodman, last time he presents the Sam Maguire, and it's to Meath and it's to Tommy Dowd, and the fans are celebrating. It's been a terrific day for them at Croke Park.